Alright, Shalom Akim. Before I get started with the lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakakodash. Of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and elders that rule well at Great Millstone, and Shalom to all you sincere Akim, preaching this word in all truth and in sincerity. So yeah, Salakia, I had to turn off those notifications. A brother just messaged on the chats, but yeah, so, this is a sincere lesson. The times that we're in, there's a lot of insurrection, there's a lot of, rebellion against government, and government officials. You got a lot of these people that are ready to revolt against the system of Esau. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, these people are tired of getting dicked around, so to speak. And the Israelites as well. You're getting fed up with the stuff that's happening, So I'm going to start this off with Jeremiah 30:7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And us brothers, we always talk about the 1/3, the remnant. Okay, that's the Jake, or the Jacob, or the Israelites that are going to be saved. 1/3, okay, of these so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners, that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, primarily here in Babylon, because what's about to commence here in Babylon and throughout the four corners of the earth, but mainly here in Babylon, it's going to be some terrifying stuff, That's why you're going to have your head on swivel, man. You're going to have your head intact, your mind, for the things that you're about to see, the things you're about to really go through. It says that day is great, meaning it's going to surpass anything ever recorded, anything ever witnessed. It's going to be greatly terrifying. And of course, as well, it is going to be greatly magnificent. It's going to be greatly majestic. But as well, it's going to be greatly terrifying. It says, so that none is like it. The time of Jacob's trouble is going to surpass anything the world has ever understood. It's going to surpass the exodus of Egypt. It's going to surpass the Spanish conquest. It's going to surpass the transatlantic slave trade. Those were times of terror. And even going back to the exodus of Egypt, the Lord showed a lot of power in that time. And in this time, the Lord's going to do that as well. Because this is what we're up against, alright? This is what we're going to be faced with. Now, a brother had did a lesson on this last night. And so I went and typed in, French bionic soldiers. And this was one of the articles that I found. And it says, "Welp, France just signed off on cyborg soldiers." It says the super soldiers must retain free will. Free will, though. So that's good. And this was posted December 11th, 2020. Which, that was today. Alright? And you can see this cyborg or this soldier right here. You know, he's got wires connecting to his exoskeleton or whatever it is, his helmet. It says a French military panel has cleared the development of bionic soldiers and other high-tech upgrades. So they cleared it, meaning they're in the green to go ahead and start working on these projects. Okay, they're getting ready. Esau's getting ready to kill people at a super high rate. Okay, because the French military is part of the beast. Okay, and the beast of Revelation is NATO and the EU, along with, America. But America is also that great whore that sits on the beast, that controls the beast, that has power with and over the beast for an X amount of time. Okay? Says the upgrades could increase human performance and detection, as well as improve a soldier's mental state and other military-related functions. The clearance does come with some strings designed to protect the soldier's individual rights. Right? So I just want to stop it there. But, we understand the main way they're going to do that is with the chip. Okay? The chip, the mark of the beast, that they're going to put in certain people's forehead or in their right hand or whatever. They're just going to have a upgraded version of it. Alright, you watch that movie, RoboCop. They put a chip in them. You hear all this talk about Elon Musk and what he wants to do, or what he's able to do with that chip. The Neuralink. He's able to make people see again. He's able to make people walk again, people talk again, bring back certain senses. They're able to do great things with that chip. And now let me go to Revelation 19 and 19 and 20 says, "And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet," which is the Catholic Church. Alright? That's the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. A lot of people are going to get deceived into taking that chip. Through what? The miracles, man. They're going to perform a lot of miracles in these last days with that chip. And that's what you've seen being talked about in that article was miracles that was going to be accessed with that with those upgrades. Says it would enhance your detection, your mental awareness. Those are just a few things. And what it did say was that the user or the person equipped with that technology would have to still have free will. Well, that's bullshit. You watch that movie Upgrade, they put the chip in that dude, and yeah, he had somewhat free will until he started realizing what was going on. You had that movie with Vin Diesel called Bloodshot, and that movie was heavy. That movie Bloodshot, that movie Bloodshot was actually what they're trying to produce the French military. Because in that movie Bloodshot, that chip was so, versatile towards their agenda that he didn't even know what he was doing. He started to catch on later, but they've already used him for like hella missions, and he didn't even know. This is Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. It's the 1/3 time to rejoice, because we're at the end. Okay? The kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is nigh. We're not going to have to suffer anymore. We're not going to have to go through any hardships, any illnesses, no more poverty, no more hunger, no more thirst, no more death. Once Yahushai's kingdom is established on the earth, and it's coming real soon. You see all the signs passing. See the way things are going with the vaccine. Now they're talking about bionic soldiers, which is the chip. That's why it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. There's not much time left. Esau, Satan, is going to fall like lightning. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. And that's you have-nots. That's you other nations. That's you Edomites. For the devil is come down unto you, and the devil is Esau. The word there for devil is diabolos, which means a liar, an accuser. Okay, slanderer. That's Esau, so-called white man. It says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This man's time is short, very short. So we're in the time where he's going to start doing power moves. Okay, shutting down the country, issuing stay-at-home orders, mandating a vaccine. Those are all power moves. Because he knows that he has a short time. He wants to eliminate you Israelites physically. He tried to do away with all the ordinances, the moon, stars. He tried to explore the ocean, the center of the earth. He can't do none of those things. And those are the things that the Lord had wrote in the scriptures, that if those things were possible, if you could explore outer space and the deep sea and, stop the sun and the moon from shining, he would do away with Israel. But those things are not even possible. And Esau realized that because he searched everything out. Now he knows that the only thing he can do is come at you physically. Okay? Come at you point blank. And he's going to do that. He's getting ready to do that. All right, let me get this other script. Okay, this is Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, that's what's going to happen. Esau's going to come down with that great wrath. Different troops, famine, lockdowns, the microchip, nuclear war. Okay? It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall lift up a standard against him. Remember, there's going to be a 1/3. That's the Jacob that is promised to be saved, And for them, the Lord is going to lift up a standard. He is going to intervene against Esau, against these other nations, against whosoever plans to harm the elect. He's going to lift up that standard. And that's what a lot of brothers, are motivated by, is receiving spiritual power and being delivered, because the angels are going to come down. Okay, let's get that. This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. Salakia, 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. It's not talking about the whole world. Michael's going to stand up to protect the elect of the children of Israel. It says Michael is a great prince. The name Michael in the Hebrew is, I believe, Ma'aka'Allah, which means he that is like the Most High. Okay. And it says he's going to stand up at that time. What time? The time when the enemy come in like a flood. The time of Jacob's trouble. And that's what he goes on to say. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. See? Saying there's going to be a time of trouble. Worse than anything anybody's ever seen. Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. See, so that's the 1/3. That's why you don't fear. Just keep on believing in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Have faith. Remember the first works. Okay? Because the Lord is going to intervene. But also be serious. Because the times that we're in, be very serious. Because we're living in perilous times, dangerous times. With that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect.